whenever I spot a foreigner, it's kind of a big deal. I'm like, oh look, it's a foreigner. Not all the time, like it's pretty common actually. But I still did. There we go. My building security guard wanted to get a picture with me. Not sure why, I see him every day, but it was funny. Hi, this is Alex from NinjaTeacher.com, where we help you travel, experience a new culture, save money, and make a difference by teaching English abroad. In these episodes, we'll share our teachers' stories, their experiences of life and teaching English in Vietnam and other countries, and give you a behind-the-scenes look of our journey to train and find jobs for 1,000 teachers per year. This is Ninja Teacher TV. Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 1 of Ninja Teacher TV. So I'm going to explain to you what that's all about, what the idea is behind it, the concept. But right now I'm headed out to one of our meetups, Ninja Teacher meetup here in Ho Chi Minh City. Gonna hang out with some of our teachers out here. Here we are on 18A Nguyen Thi Minh Khai, which I've talked about in a video before. It's the famous place where you can get cheap month-by-month accommodation options. So pretty cool. And out here we have Juicy, which should be paying me at this point for the number of videos I make here.
The place to go for me is Dalat, or I mean you could do Da Nang in a weekend. Oh shit.
But that's far, right?
It's like an hour flight.
Is that nicer? Or as nice?
It's different. Dalat is a mountain town.
Yeah, but the question is,
Yeah.
if you're in Ho Chi Minh City, and you just want to take a day off, but you don't want to travel to like all the way to Hanoi, where do you go?
Where's the place to be?
Yeah, where's
Vung
the
Tau.
place?
I say Dalat.
Yeah, that was my suggestion.
I
Also
say
Dalat.
I say Dalat.
I think Dalat is too far for like just one day and one night. Well, if you take a bus, it's like 6-7 hours, right? So if you fly, well, I guess like Jacqueline and Pavina went to Dalat that one weekend and they flew, yeah. So you can do that, or you can go down to the beach to Vung Tau, which is like 3-hour, 2.5-hour bus ride.
And
Yeah.
Dalat sounds really like cool. Should I fly there for just one day?
So how do you like your stay so far here?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's been very eventful. Some bad things, but mainly good things. Yeah, doing a lot of cycling. Done a lot of cycling around Saigon the last 4 or 5 days. Only had one incident earlier on today, but it was just a scrape.
Oh yeah, that incident. What happened?
Some guy just cut me off, and the front of my bicycle got hit by the back.
So you actually riding a bicycle?
Yes.
Wow.
He rode from Gogat here.
Bicycle.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's nuts.
I don't drive. I do a lot of like off-road cycling in Ireland, so I'm pretty agile on the bicycle. So it suits me to be in the bicycle here because I can get out of the way really quickly. I can mount the pavement. I can dodge stuff. If I was on a moped, I wouldn't be able to dodge. I may not be sitting here right now.
Wow, I'm gonna say you're pretty brave to go on a bicycle on this road. Like.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Dalat looks so nice.
Are we still on it? We're still on it?
Yeah, it's like,
Okay.
stop talking about
I was like,
bicycles.
okay,
I want to talk about that. Show us a picture. I see a waterfall. That's cool.
It's kind of cool right now.
Yeah, it's like,
Because I feel
it's kind of
about
like up in the mountains, so it's
so nice.
quieter.
like,
So Leanne has a teaching tip for you guys. So what is it?
Okay, I started teaching teens,
Facebook.
and they're the most difficult age group to teach. I just came up with this like random technique, like on the spot, and I was like, okay, if you're gonna continue to misbehave, I'm gonna write 9:01 on the board. Class finishes at 9. So that means you leave at 9:01. And then they continued to misbehave, so I wrote 9:02. And then I kept writing 9:03. When I got up to like 9:05,
City Center or
suddenly like the class was
Yeah, I teach in District 12.
so quiet that it was like I almost felt bad for the kids. I was like, okay, whenever you're doing well, I remove one. So like when they were like really good or participated and like were really into the game or whatever, I would like remove a time.
Nice.
I kept going, and then they were really, really, really good. So at the end of it, I was like, okay, you guys can leave at 9.
Nice. What do you think?
That's good, like removing points for like being good. That's cool, it worked out that way. But I'm sure to them it seemed like you went back on
No. They were so good for like a whole hour.
They earned it. That's good.
They earned the 9 p.m. exit, and I really wanted to leave too, so I was just like, okay.
Yeah, she works in a butcher shop, and she's the only one really that speaks English. Her and a Filipino, right? All Filipinos speak English well. The other staff, they don't, and so they don't get paid as much as she does. And there's a little bit of envy, but it's because her boss knows that she is an asset to the company because she's able to communicate with mostly Western customers.
We were just saying, yeah, how having English education and being able to speak English actually gets you paid more as a Vietnamese person here and potentially get better jobs and all of that. So it's pretty cool.
I was just saying that I found that most expats I've met in Vietnam are like all of you guys. We're just having a conversation about just, I don't know, what are we talking about? Life. So it's a certain kind of person that comes to teach English abroad. And I'm very happy that I'm here surrounded by you guys.
Well, yeah, and it takes, you know, a certain amount of courage to be able to come out here anyways. And I think that people that are more open-minded are more accepting of the environment they're going to be in, you know, in a totally different country, surrounded by things that are unfamiliar, food, language, all that, you know. So it's true. Everybody that I met out here, for the most part, you know, is, you know,
it's
they
not,
got a good head on their shoulders.
It's not coming out here to be a tourist, you know, it's coming out here to live.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm Brian, and I come from the United States, from the beautiful golden state of California in San Diego. I left that beautiful place to come out here to Vietnam for a couple of reasons. To teach English, because I found that there's a high demand for that out here, and I thought it would be a fun career change. The main reason I actually came out here to teach was because of Alex's videos from Ninja Teacher. I've been watching for almost 2 years, and I decided to come to Vietnam and kind of scope out the area just to see if I'd like it here, and I did. I met a lovely lady, and so it was kind of a double whammy, you know. And I'm glad I did come out here. It's amazing. So I interviewed at a school yesterday, got the job. It's out in District 9, about 25 minutes from where I live, but it's a good school, and I'll start on Monday. Get yourself a motorbike when you come out here. It may seem scary at first, but you know, once you're on it for a little bit, then it's not so bad. It's not going to be like driving back home wherever you're from. It's almost like this weird hive mind out here where people just kind of know what to do. It's insane. So while I was going to school, I've been doing private tutoring as well, and they are about 6 years old, and it's actually a lot of fun. It's a lot different than being in a classroom because you're basically reviewing what they had been taught during the day. They're 6 years old and they're so clever already. You know, I've noticed that children out here are super smart. It blew my mind. I didn't expect that at all. I felt a little bit nervous about teaching kids that don't speak English, right? But I think that a lot of these kids already have some understanding of English, right? Hey, tutoring is quite profitable, you know? I was making about $30 an hour. If you're out here, I would consider looking for students to tutor, you know, if you want to make a little extra money before you get a job, or even after. You could teach in the morning and tutor in the evenings and make some good money. It doesn't cost much to live out here, so $720 extra on top of a teaching salary, you'll be good. You're like royalty out here.
So they've actually been trying to put these measures in place to get rid of all these street vendors, the food vendors, and I think that's kind of sad. I'm not really sure the goal with that. Apparently it's to be more of a modern, clean city, but it's part of the charm of the city, you know? Like, I wouldn't want that to go away. I don't know, what do you guys think? I love all the little street side restaurants, people sitting on their little stools, and it's really cool, you know? Okay, nice little meetup back at the apartment now. And I'd like to share with you my concept for Ninja Teacher TV, sharing our teachers' stories on the journey to 1,000 teachers per year. That's the idea. So to explain that a little bit more, going from where we are now at about 300 teachers being trained and helping them find jobs each year to 1,000. And that's the goal. That's what we want to do. So what's the thinking behind this? Well, there's a few things. The first one being that I just thought it would be really cool to have more of a show, you know, an idea that I would stick to for a while, because for the last 3 years I've been making videos about teaching English abroad, and while I think it's been really good to take feedback from you guys and put out content based on what you want to see and answer questions that are helpful, show you what life is like, tell you what teaching English is like, it's got to the point now where I would like to do something that has a little bit more direction and something that I can stick to for a while and that excites me. So that's the next point. I have 2 years of videos on teaching English in Vietnam on my YouTube channel, which you can watch, and I feel like I've covered most of the important things. There's a lot of information I put out there, and you know, there's always going to be more stuff that you might want to know, but really a lot of it's still out there. So what I would rather do is let you see and hear from people firsthand what it's like, so they can share with you what their job's like, how they enjoy the teaching, what they think of the city, and that way you're not just listening to me telling you facts, you're actually listening to experiences. And related to that, that's what I love doing. I love giving people the opportunity to come out here and teach. So that's what I'm passionate about now, actually helping people come out here and growing Ninja Teacher to help more people, and in turn they can influence students. It's like this, creating this web of influence where you know, if we bring in 300 teachers a year, imagine how many people they're affecting, how many students they're helping to learn English. And you can see behind the scenes of what we do at Ninja Teacher to help people get started, all the while sharing the stories of people that come through us and other teachers out here. So sharing the stories is stuff like earlier when I was talking to Brian and the others there, and just sharing a bit of their experiences. I want to go more in depth with people individually as well. So I want to speak to some of our teachers that are open and willing to do it. You know, we'll go and hang out for a day, maybe try and show you some of the teaching. It's really difficult to do, by the way. That's why we don't do that much of it, because it's like privacy concerns with students and stuff like that. But at the very least, show you what their day's like, what they do during their days. So follow them around, interview them. That's the idea. Tell me what you think about it. You know, if no one's interested, then I'll scratch the idea and, I don't know, go back to doing something else. But you know, I'm excited about it, and I think it covers the things that you guys want to know about. You want to know the details about what teaching is like. You want to see what it's like, and you want to hear from people that are doing it and have done it. And I thought it would be cool to show you guys behind the scenes of Ninja Teacher and how we're growing what we're doing as well, because that's what I'm passionate about. So let me know what you think. Anyway, that's it from me for this episode, the first episode of Ninja Teacher TV. Stay tuned for the next one, and I'll speak to you very soon.